Hello guys, I'm Mihai. I will give you in this video a track guide on Silverstone and also an ERS strategy for qualifying and also a race setup that I use personally. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, and now we are out onto the track, and on this part you quick shift to fourth to get the best traction out of here. Flat out for the last corner, all the way down the last straight, the main straight. Here you need to look to cut this corner as much as you can, because there is a bump in the game, in the track, and the more you cut the corner, the faster you will be, because you're avoiding that bump. So you need to turn in here and try to also not get grass on your tires, but try to cut the corner as much as you can. Ride this curb all the way here. You'll want to brake in here. I mean, I use braking line, but I brake a bit later, and so the game tells you usually to brake right around this spot, like right around the first black tile on the curb. You can be a bit braver and brake just a little bit later. You need to have a good feel on your car to do that, but it is very possible, and that's what I do. Turn in here, not really like the racing line tells you, because it is a bit too late of a turn point on the racing line. So like when I brake, I turn, and my left tire is just about grazing that racing line, and also try to hit the black and white curbing, but don't go on the red sausage curb, because this will just jump your car up into the air and fuck you over, because you will have zero traction after that, and that's your lap gone basically, because of this one corner. But it is not that hard to avoid the curb. Position your car for the next corner right around here, not all the way on the edge of the track, because that just gives you extra distance and higher lap time. So just the line, the in-game line, is good on this corner. You can take this in second or third gear. I prefer third gear, or at least short shift into third. Here I like to avoid the green part, because truth is, mostly if you do get over on the green part, it is because you had no grip on your exit, so you most likely will have a lower lap time. But also some people can just go very wide and get on this green part. If you have, you also need a good ride height on your setup. On my setup, for example, my car sometimes bottoms out when I go all the way onto this green part, so I just like to avoid it as much as I can. Cut this corner as much as possible to minimize distance, all the way down to the straight. This corner is a bit weird. It is a continuous braking corner, so you will be braking on most of the turning part of the corner, but not at 100% brake pressure. So but you will be braking a lot, and also do not follow the game's line, because as we can see, the game's line tells you, yeah, of course you go out to this faraway side, but it tells you to go all the way like this and have a very late apex. I find in my experience that it is a bit faster to just turn in a bit earlier. Keep it close to this curb. Yes, you will not have that much speed on the exit, but it is worth the compromise. And also be very careful, because you may easily unsettle the car on these two sausage curbs, like mini sausage curbs, I guess. They can unsettle your car really easily, especially if you are on no traction control. So just keep that in mind and be careful with your throttle. Dive in, take a bit of this curb, then go out, try to make a little V shape. Go all the way to the side there. Here you can go over the curbing as much as you like, if you have enough ride height. Position your car on the left side. Cops is easily flat out, but there's a big but on cops. At least with the setups that I have tested, in some instances, if you don't take the curb all the way, so like in my fast laps, I try to even get on the grass and take it like this maybe, or take the curb like as fully as I can, because if you just graze it, if you just graze the curb on here while going flat out, you may lose traction and you may spin out if you keep it flat. So just keep that in mind, especially in a racing situation with higher fuel load maybe, or with worn tires. It is pretty easy, not easy, but it is not hard to lose traction on cops. So just keep that in mind. Try to take as much as of the curb as you can, or avoid it entirely. If you can't take it right, you will be slower if you don't take it, if you don't take the curb, but it is better than spinning out. And then go all the way as much as you can on the outside curbing. Now for maggots and beckets, you can go all the way here. You can even go on the yeah, hold on, let me go back a bit. For this, some people like to go on the sausage curb for some reason, and it doesn't hurt you, so you can go over it if you're careful enough. Like, you can't just jump over it, but you can take it and have your car a bit lifted up, and it's not a problem. But at least for me, I prefer to not take it and just get as close to it as possible without taking it. This is easily flat out here. Cut the corner as much as possible. Here you will be downshifting, but still flat out in qualifying with a good setup, or maybe just lifting a little. On this corner, if you have a perfect line and a perfect build up to it, you can take it without braking. It is possible, but it is really hard. At least for me, it is really hard to take it without braking even a little bit. So I like to give like 25% braking before going into it, and I take it in 5th gear. So I get out of here. Hold on. Yeah. So you get out of here maybe like this, and you will need to just tap the brakes a bit in order to take the right line. Yeah, on the exit here you can go as much as you like on the curbing, even on the green bit. On my fastest lap I did go on the green bit. Here is just the ERS straight, all the way flat out, but don't go on the most left side of the track, because hold on, let me go. So don't stick like this to the left side of the track, because here you can see you have this curbing, and so if you are stuck on the left side, you will not take that curbing, but if you have kind of if you're going kind of curved, I guess you can call it, on the straight, like if you're not going completely straight, you can get here and open up the track by, I don't know, half a car, not even half a car. But it is very important. With this corner, there are two options. You either commit to the curb or you don't. They are quite identical to lap times, because committing to the curb will mean you are faster on the entry but slower on the exit, and not committing will mean you are slower on the entry and faster on the exit. The lap times are pretty much identical. Here, go out as much as you need without invalidating, of course. Position your car on the right side of the track for this corner. Again, same as with the last straight. Don't go like... Hold on. Try not to be perfectly on this right side of the track, because as you can see, you're getting away from that curb, from this curb on the right. So again, just have like a curve as you're coming up on this corner. So you come out of this turn. Let me simulate this. So you come out of this turn, and you just kind of take like this line towards the curb, and the breaking point for this is just the game's breaking point. You brake right around when the curb starts, like right around here, I say. So in front of the 50-meter board by quite a bit. Here it is absolutely critical you avoid that red curb, because it just kills your lap. It unsettles the car completely. Yeah, try to not take it. But other than that, you can take as much curb, and you should take as much curb as you can. Short shift into fourth here for traction, and all the way here you will be shifting into fifth, and then it is flat out until the end of the lap. And that's the track guide. Now let's look at the setup. As you can see, I have a top 2% lap, so I think it is pretty alright to take a bit of advice from me, at least in theory, maybe. But let's look at the setup. So 12 and 0 on the wings. That's just what I found to be the best. Maybe if you want, if the car is too slippery, maybe you can go a couple of clicks up on the rear to make it a bit more stable, but I prefer 12 and 0 for the top speed capacity. On throttle differential, it's standard 100%, like on pretty much every setup, and 25% on the off. You can go a bit up or down depending on your preference, but I find 25 to be working the best for me. Suspension geometry, I'll do it to the left, standard. Suspension, here most setups that I've seen are 41 and 1 on the suspension, but with 41 and 6, how I have it, I find that you can get on the throttle a bit earlier, and yeah, it's just a bit more stable. It is up to my standard, up to my preference, and I prefer it like this because I can get on the throttle earlier and I can have a better exit for the straights. Front anti-roll bar 5, 18 on the rear anti-roll bar, 21 and 40 ride height. Like I said, my setup has pretty low ride height. You can go a bit higher, I guess, because like I said, for example, in the sector 1 on the green bit, my car sometimes bottoms out if I go all the way out to the green bit on turn, I'm not sure which one it is, but I think it is turn 4 or 5. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. The ride height is pretty low. 54% brake bias and 100% brake pressure. This is the best for me. And max tire pressure, because that is the best for tire degradation. The higher pressure you have, the better the degradation you'll have in a racing situation. And this is it. This is the track guide and the setup. Now we will move on to the qualifying lap ERS strategy. So now we are here for the fast qualifying lap with ERS. Keep in mind, this is not a perfect lap. I did this lap just to showcase the ERS strategy, and this is a voiceover as well. So ERS deployment on medium. Before the lap, of course, surge shift to fourth for traction. Open the ERS button down to 80% on the main straight. Keep the car in 7th gear as the revs will naturally go down as you take the first corner. Open your ERS again for this DRS straight, as long as you have traction, open it. Keep it on until 60%. For the old pit straight, open your ERS again and burn it down to 55 to 54%. Now after cops, until maggots and beckets, I like to open my ERS just a bit. Burn your ERS down all the way down to 20% on this final DRS straight. Use DRS until you reach the braking point here. And now as soon as you get traction, burn that ERS all the way down until the end of the lap, and that is the ERS strategy for Silverstone.